Looking a little purpley today. Holy cow, very berry. Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I wanted to show you my kind of DIY pre-wash day detangling mask that I make. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. And if you're the owner of a business, especially a black-owned business, please send me an email at SharmaineJoyel@gmail.com. But let's get started. So as you guys know, I am definitely in a part of my natural hair journey where my hair is much longer. This is not a TWA anymore. And one of the biggest challenges with dealing with longer natural hair is keeping it detangled and from basically just turning into one huge Brillo pad. So what I've been doing lately is not only just keeping my hair kind of just in braided sections and only undoing it if I'm like absolutely need to like get dressed up to go somewhere, but that is also doing a kind of pre-wash detangling mask on my hair, and this is how I make mine. So this isn't anything crazy, it's very easy. You can use it with very cheap products, so you're not spending an arm and a leg kind of doing this step. It's very easy. All you need is just a basic conditioner and oil or oils of your choice. That's it. So for me, I have obviously built up a small collection of shampoos and conditioners and oils over the last couple of years of being on YouTube, from just sponsorships and product reviews. Just use what you have at home. You don't have to go out and buy anything. If you do, just buy a cheap conditioner. For my mask, I brought out two conditioners. They're both by Twist by Ouidad. One is the Big Rich and Creamy Ultra Hydrating Co-Wash, and the other was Whether or Not Element Defying Conditioner. Now I used the Big Rich and Dreamy, which is the one in the kind of like coral bottle, the last two times I've done this. I try to use it for the mask this week because I want to finish out the bottle, but the conditioner is so thick that even keeping it upside down, I cannot get it out. So this was my first week using the Whether or Not Element Defying Conditioner, since it was one of the other ones that I had. So that's the one I went ahead and used. You know, feel free to adjust depending on your hair, but I use about 6 or 7 tablespoons of conditioner to start out with. And then after that, I do about equal parts oil. I don't know why I have been adding this. I know apple cider vinegar has a lot of benefits, such as being able to break down product and really cleansing your scalp. So I've just been adding a splash of apple cider vinegar in my mixture as well. I don't know if this is like incredibly necessary, but for some reason I felt very inclined to just add a splash of that, so that's optional. But the oils I kind of had in my arsenal for this week are going to be my all natural Kinks pre-wash oil treatment. I used my curly Clique All That Glitters Is Growth Herbal Serum. I also had my tailored natural hair care nutrient rich hair oil. And then last but not least, I had my S-Secrests 100% pure virgin macadamia nut oil. Probably like, why did you need all 4? Again, I'm pretty generous with my oils. I do about, you know, an even ratio of conditioner to oil for this detangling mask because you obviously want a lot of slip. So sometimes what I have left over in one bottle isn't enough for the amount that I desire for the mask. I ended up using all of the macadamia nut oil in this mask, and then I also ended up finishing off the tailored nutrient-rich hair oil when I added a little bit more. So that's why I started off with about 6 tablespoons. We probably went up to about 9. I even made probably about 4 more tablespoons of the hair mask later on to finish off the last like few braids on my head. So just know you probably are going to be using about 10 tablespoons of oil and conditioner. Of course, this varies with the length of your hair, so don't freak out if you're like 10 tablespoons, that's a lot. Listen, if you've got hair as long as mine, then worry about it. If not, don't. Then you're just gonna mix it all up until it's incredibly smooth. It does stay chunky for a little bit because you're just trying to get the oil to incorporate with the conditioner, but just keep stirring. Just give it a couple minutes until it's all smooth, and then we're ready to apply. So this week my hair was still actually in braids. I had left it that way after re-moisturizing since we did a weekend ski trip. So I left it that way for skiing. So I already kind of had my hair sectioned out. You can do as many sections as you want, but I do recommend working in sections. Do not just plop this on top of your head unless your hair is very short, and you can get away with doing that. The whole point of this mask is to help detangle so that you're not spending 500 hours in your shower doing it. I do this at my countertop. I just take a handful of conditioner and I start rubbing and working that in onto a section, finger detangling. Now you can. This is optional. I've done it both ways. I've done it where I've sprayed my hair with some water and then applied conditioner, or I've done it like this week where I'm just applying it to my hair. This is all just preference as well. You can do it either way. But this week, no water, I just applied the conditioner and that was enough for me. I was able to work this through pretty quickly, but after putting the conditioner on, I did go ahead and detangle with my Felicia Leatherwood brush just to make sure the conditioner was spread all the way through, and of course to make sure the section was detangled. I did 2-strand twist the sections just for now, and then I went ahead and put a plastic bag on because if I am going to use this much conditioner and oil and I'm gonna put in this much work to detangle my hair, I'm not gonna let the mask go to waste. I am going to really use it as a mask. So did it detangle? Yes, it's already done the number one thing I wanted it to do. But now, just so I don't waste it, I do go ahead and put a plastic bag over it, and then I heat up my hotheads cap and I actually just let it sit on my hair for about an hour. Might as well get all the benefits of the conditioner and oil as best as I can, right? But then that's pretty much it. From there, I just, rinsed and shampooed and continued on with my normal wash day routine. And again, I left my hair in my braided little sections here, as you guys can see. But that's it. I've been doing this the last 2-3 weeks. I honestly love it. It kind of gets me prepared for wash day. It kind of gets me in the mood for wash day because I know that I can just put something on my hair and then kind of go hang out for an hour if I want to. Totally optional. You don't have to let it sit on your hair. You don't even have to let it sit on your hair for an hour. You can do it for 30 minutes. You don't have to use heat either. For those of you with low porosity hair, you probably want to use some heat because the heat is going to help open up the cuticles to really get all the benefits and get things in there. But this is pretty much all I do for now in my routine. I never really did like a detangling mask prior. I did some like hot oil treatments or like let something sit, but I never used it to like physically detangle my hair before even starting my wash day. But it's helped a ton, especially with the length of hair that I'm working with now. Obviously, when I run out of like these types of conditioners, I'm just gonna use cheap conditioners. It's VO5 or VO2. I think it's VO5. But they've got some, just cheap conditioners at the store that I can use to mix with oil. It's very easy. Doesn't have to be complicated. Again, natural hair does not have to be complicated, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys do a detangling mask, what you kind of put in it, how you use it. I'd love to hear your suggestions and maybe experiment with some other things. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.